Now to a terrifying crisis impacting a lot of Americans. What if you call 911 and nobody responds? Some 57 million people at risk of losing vital emergency medical services. Our Dr. John Torres now on what's causing this critical shortage.
49-year-old Jared Sopier was playing softball 3 years ago when suddenly he went into cardiac arrest.
If there had been no ambulance there and the people wouldn't have acted the way they did, I probably wouldn't be here.
But now in his small town and others like it across the U.S., a shortage of volunteer EMTs is putting these services on the verge of collapse.
How dire of a situation is it here?
Extremely, and that's putting it mildly.
In rural Marmarth, North Dakota, no one remembers the last time the town had a doctor. The ambulance is the community safety net.
We are literally one person away from closing. If we lose one of our EMTs, one of our care providers, we will have to look at shutting down and closing our doors.
Experts now warn that close to 1/3 of all rural emergency medical services are in immediate danger of closing down.
Nobody would ever imagine a world where you call 911 and nobody shows up. But here we are.
As many as 70% of EMTs in rural America are volunteers. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is essentially a side gig, but one that occupies a lot of time.
Yes, sir. This consumes a lot of time between training, hours spent with upkeep with the service.
It's not just that 12-hour shift, but every year you have to be trained, you have to be certified, and then you have your real job.
Right.
Most states don't fund these services. In 39 states, EMS is not considered an essential service like police and fire. Even experts are surprised that up to 60% are paid for by community fundraising.
It's fish fries, it's, again, the spaghetti dinners at the local church. We're relying on that as our funding stream to fund one of our most essential medical services.
I think we got to make it easier for volunteers to serve.
In Washington, some lawmakers are proposing measures to entice new volunteers, ranging from retirement packages to free utilities.
Making sure that they get the benefits that we would like to see every American get.
What happens if my family is the one that needs the ambulance that day, for whatever reason, and there's nobody here?
The system that is supposed to save Americans now in need of a rescue. Dr. John Torres, NBC News, Marmarth, North Dakota.